Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today it is time for the no item run for the Vegeta family stage of Extreme Super Battle Road that has just released on Global. And as always, I continue to force the heroes agenda to keep on trucking. That's right, it is the first day of 2023 and we are already making sure that we keep the heroes agenda alive. So, just like the Goku family stage, I am using a full Dragon Ball Heroes team in order to beat this stage. This one definitely was a lot more difficult than the Goku one. I even had people telling me after the Goku one that doing the Vegeta version with a Heroes team would be impossible. Basically because if you watched the Goku one, you obviously saw the fact that that team has so many stunners on it, right? You have the Xeno Pan for support who can stun, the Super Saiyan Xeno Goku stuns, I'm sure there's another one as well I'm forgetting, but units that stun all over the place. Gohan, in fact almost everybody on the team except for Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku could stun, and then Bardock who can seal. So lots of utility on the team, and you even have like differences like Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku is obviously a god tank, whereas Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta just kind of ended up being a little bit mid, and as you can see isn't even on the team. So you can see very early on the Dark Mask King, well, I think the oldest unit on the team, technically. He should easy A with the Heroes Celebration next year. He's one of those units that after he takes one hit, he gets a big defense buff. So the first hit that he takes of the turn does quite a bit of damage. I think it did, what, like 80k in that first turn. But he does guard as long as there's another Heroes unit around. And he also heals based on the damage that he does, so he can be quite useful, although of course as he's starting to age the damage that he does is getting lower, so he's obviously not healing you quite as much, but he does lower attack as well with his super, which is very useful. Now Great Saiyaman 3, we can see him going off here, finishing off Goku. He is the MVP of this run. Now, I do get some pretty decent RNG during this run because I'm using Great Saiyaman 3 as a slot 1 unit to take advantage of all of those counters and the fact that he basically tanks all normal attacks for double digits. I think type disadvantage, he takes a little bit of damage, but other than that, he's tanking everything pretty damn well. The only problem is, of course, he's not going to be able to tank a super. So if he eats a slot 1 super, even if it's type neutral, it pretty much would be GG. So I do get quite lucky. There's a very lucky moment right near the end that kind of saves the run. But because the team moves through so quickly, which is the case with most 200% teams in these Super Battle Road stages now, I am trying to prioritize constantly getting same type orbs as much as possible to try and push the Dokkan gauge, although I'm pretty sure we do actually finish off the run without getting the Dokkan attack at all. But I mean, you can see there, Dark Mask King still taking a bit of damage, even from type advantage after he's gotten his attacks off. Although we did get him to attack lower Gohan, so I think actually that might have been Gohan hitting him. So lowering attack, obviously very useful. Then we have God Trunks, not only with the built-in ability to crit, but he seals, which is of course a very useful ability for Super Battle Road. Post super attack, he tanks all normal attacks for double digits, so obviously he is a very strong option as well. Now, on this turn, because of the attack placements, I decide to keep Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta here in the second slot and Trunks in the third slot. Because Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, unfortunately, is one of those units that only has a chance to guard. So obviously he does have the chance that he's actually just going to let you down and not guard and take a fairly significant amount of damage. Which means on this turn, he would be taking all the attacks from the tech enemy in the middle. And then we need the, we want Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta to be taking the attacks from the in enemy, if possible. So it makes a bit more sense. The Vegeta can tank type neutral very nicely after his supers, but Trunks won't if he doesn't guard. So that's why I basically put Vegeta here in the middle. So the one thing I had to remember while doing this run is on the next rotation, I kind of have to make sure to keep Vegeta on the rotation as well, because I don't want to end up in a really awkward situation where I have both the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegetas on the same turn, because neither of them can tank very well in slot 1. I mean, you can see Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, even when guarding, still taking 50k there from Goku. So one thing that did work out very nicely here was the synergy of having the Great Saiyaman 3 on the first turn for going into the last fight, because obviously, like I say, he can't survive getting supered in slot 1, but if you get that good RNG and he's just getting hit by a bunch of normal attacks, the sheer amount of damage that he can put out in one turn is pretty ridiculous. And Dark Mask King getting to get an extra super off here, very, very good, because that one attack that he took back, he only took double-digit damage, so we were able to get a nice little bit of free extra healing just by super attacking with him. So we finish off the second fight, and we can go ahead and move forward into the last one. As you can see, the Dokkan gauge is not particularly full, so we're probably, I think we do end up not getting it like at all. The funny thing is, I think I did this run because I was working last night. I mentioned this in one of the videos I put out last night. I actually did this run while I was on my way home from work. So funnily enough, when I got to that part, it was just the part where I was getting home. So that slight delay on the map is where I was letting myself into my house. So yeah, here we are on the final fight. Now, we've got quite lucky. All of the attacks in the last slot are AGL, apart from that one attack in the middle from the Go Bros. So it would have been a very safe rotation to put Trunks wherever we want him. But I need to make sure that Great Saiyaman 3 is in slot 1. And so, essentially, I just want to get rid of the Go Bros here, just because, you know, Trunks will tank a super from Goku, but he won't tank a super from them. And then, of course, it's down to Vegeta in the last slot. And then, boom, we get a run-saving dodge from Great Saiyaman 3. If that super attack from the Go Bros had connected with Great Saiyaman in slot 1 at the beginning of the turn, then we would be dead. So, Great Saiyaman 3 getting that dodge absolutely saved the run. I like the fact that he followed it up by dodging a normal attack as well, and then double supered. Which means his counters, look at this, 1.4 million attack stat on a counter. The only downside to this turn, as you can see them playing out here, we get one now, but he got very few crits on all of those counters. But, I mean, the man just dodged a super and then double supered for me, so I can't really complain too much. All of that damage combined allows Trunks to come in with the additional normal attack and actually finish off the Go Bros, so crazy good. And then, as you see, Trunks does eat a super from Goku, takes 160k. I mean, that's the thing, if the Saiyaman 3 had actually survived the super from the Go Bros, our health would have been low enough that that super from Goku would then have finished off God Trunks. So we definitely had a very, very good RNG turn here with Great Saiyaman getting that dodge. And look at that. Goku is left alive with the tiniest sliver of health, and that was all done in one turn, largely in part thanks to the counters from Great Saiyaman 3. So he absolutely is an MVP. Good thing for us that Great Saiyaman 3 is Trunks, and therefore is, of course, on the Vegeta family team. So you can see Dark Mask King, 92k from a normal attack. So quite a lot. And then he gets the double super here. Do we get to see the health bar again briefly? Yeah, so you can see, like, he's at the point now where he's not even recovering all the HP that he's losing, even from getting a double super. But I will say I am very excited to see what his Easy A is going to bring this year, because I mean, he managed to survive and get us through the run, so with an Easy A I imagine he's going to be really, really good. So there you go. That is the Vegeta family stage of Extreme Super Battle Road, beaten with no items with the Dragon Ball Heroes team. I'm going to keep pushing the agenda, of course, during 2023. When all the new Red Zone stages have finally finished coming out for the Red Ribbon Army, I'm going to do a video doing all of them with the Heroes team. And of course, I will continue to try as much as possible whenever new Super Battle Road stages come out to do them with variations that are full Heroes team. So let me know how you guys got on down below in the comment section. How did you find this stage? Did you manage to do it in no items? What team did you use? I know a lot of people out there are going to not use the Heroes team. use a straight up like Trunks and Vegeta or Majin Vegeta team. Units like Super Vegeta obviously be very, very effective. I mean, there's some units that I would have liked to use just to show, like Super Vegeta is a good example. I would have liked to use him just to show off the fact that he can still be good for current meta like Super Battle Road stages, but unfortunately for him, the hero's agenda was more important, so I had to do that first. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.